What did this 3-point win for Indiana, Sebastían, come down to?
Hey, Randy, how are you? Good morning. First of all, tip of the cap to the New York Knicks. They play with so much grit. It's so entertaining. It's unbelievably contagious. 7 of the 9 playoff games have been decided by 7 points or less, and they make you go through all the emotions as a spectator. Having said that, I really believe the Knicks lost Game 3 on an effort stat. You know, everybody will focus, and rightly so, on Andrew Nembhard's 31-foot three-pointer, the longest of the season, by the way, for him, and rightly so. But the Knicks just allowed too many second opportunities at the end of that Game 3. Pacers had 4 offensive rebounds the last 2 possessions, and that, to me, Randy, was the difference in the game. So they lost that game on an effort stat. We shall see how the series will evolve, but I know something for certain, Randy. It will continue to be an entertaining one.
Yeah, they've all been fun to watch, at least for those not invested in it. Not a Pacers fan and not a Knicks fan. Indiana 4-0 at home this postseason. They host Game 4 on Sunday, 3:30 Eastern on ABC. Meanwhile, to the West, the Nuggets get off the mat. The defending champs have a little bit of a pulse after losing the first 2 games, including getting blown out in Game 2. When you looked at this, Sebastían, what was the difference for Denver?
You know, I expected this type of performance by the Nuggets. They're just too good to flop like they did in the first 2 games. Jamal Murray came off the gates in attack mode. I still can't believe he dodged a suspension, but that's a conversation for another day. And the Nuggets overall, I think, were much more decisive. They got into their offense quicker. You can't allow Minnesota's defense to set up in the half-court defense. They were sharper, efficient spacing. That ended up in better looks all night for Denver. They hit 14 out of 29 threes, and we saw the Nuggets basketball we're accustomed to seeing. At the same time, we have to say the whistle was a little tighter. Players always say we have to adapt to every officiating crew. Wolves didn't. Jaden McDaniels got into foul trouble. Nuggets did. Now we have a series. Game 4 will be an inflection point.
It did seem like the first 2 games of the series were allowed to be a little more physical on the defensive end. We'll see how Game 4 goes that Sunday at 8 Eastern. Sebastían, thank you, sir.